What is going on, everyone? Welcome to today's video. Today's basically going to be an aftermarket trade recap video like my other videos, except today I'm also going to go over the 50K combine that I had passed through Topstep and kind of go over the results, and then after that go over the trade that I took on today. So getting into the account, this is the account data. I was in this account longer than I wanted to be, and that's mainly because of February. Price action in February was not very good, and so that also made me risk lower amounts just because there was no point of risking higher. Even though it was like eval, it just I was not liking price action. So here's kind of the statistics. Average losing trade 87, average winning trade 216, like a profit factor of almost 2.5 and almost 50% win rates. So yeah, and then here you can kind of see again, I was in this way longer than I wanted to be. This was started in January and had like a slow and steady climb up. And then when February kicked in, price action again was not doing so well. And the good thing is I was managing risk because I did go on a losing streak. And then eventually, towards the end of February, start of this month, price action started to get a little better. And that's also when I started risking about just under 1% since it is an eval. And again, price action was good enough for me to do so. And that kind of started to lead to some bigger take profits. And then eventually yesterday, I ended up passing the account. So yeah, that's the stats on the account. And then here is the Express account. Now, of course, I kind of figured this would happen. I did take a loss today. And I mean, again, it's part of the statistics. I've been kind of on a good winning streak. So, I mean, I'll take that. I'm happy with that. But yeah, I mean, I kind of figured the first trade of the account would be a loss. But again, now that I'm on a Express account, now I'm only risking 0.5%, probably even lower, 0.3%, until I can start to build that buffer up and take that payout. So yeah, the so right now, like, I have the max loss of like 200 on the account, and we hit that today. Or not the max loss, but the max daily loss. So down 200 on the account, but that's perfectly fine. You know, if I keep it like this, I'd have to take 10 losses in a row. I don't think I would take 10 losses in a row. And again, a good 1 to 2 hour trade can wipe out multiple losses, as that is exactly what happened with the combine when I was going on a losing streak. So yeah, so and then again, the nice thing, I don't even know what I just said there, but yeah, and again, the nice thing about the Topstep X platform is just the lockout features and everything like that, because it automatically liquidated me out of the position, and even though I had my stop loss basically right there, and then yeah, it doesn't allow me to trade, even though I didn't really feel like taking anything after that one trade today on this account. But yeah, so that is kind of the stats and overall, passing of the 50K account. Now I'm going to get more into the trade recap. So getting into the trade recap, this is the trade I had taken on the day. We had a huge overnight move, so that wasn't kind of the best thing for price action today, but actually it was not that bad today. The morning wasn't looking promising, but this wasn't looking bad. So, but I mean, there was still a quality setup in the morning. So basically, we had tapped into this 15-minute. Again, this is also, I'm pretty sure, discount too. Yeah, we were in discount. And so we were holding a 15-minute, tapped in discount. And then, yeah, I had taken this 1 minute right here. We had an SMT on. Let me turn off the session. And then I was just targeting the AM session open low, or the low of the session, I should say. And yeah, I mean, ended up getting reversed on right away, and it was a pretty fast stop out trade. Also haven't had that happen in a while, so it's kind of like a slap in the face, the loss on the winning streak, and then a quick loss like that. But I mean, it's not the worst thing either. I'd rather quickly know if I'm wrong than be in a position forever. And yeah, I mean, then it did end up, there was another opportunity to re-enter here on the 1 minute, but because again, we swept this high, we're still holding everything like that. And then I would probably have just targeted the 5 minute, but I don't even think I would have gotten filled here. And then we left equal lows. And then yeah, I mean, so that's basically pretty much it for the Topstep X account. Now I am also on a Apex account, which I'm like $300 away from passing. That account, I'm definitely trading a way more aggressive compared to like a Topstep one, just because of it was like a 90% sale. They're cheap accounts, and also I just don't like Apex because of their trailing drawdown. I think for the way, I mean, in general, but I think for the way that I trade, it's just, it's like it's gambling with the trailing drawdown. It doesn't make sense. It's obviously designed to have you fail. So the only thing for me to make it worth it is just be super aggressive, and also like I'm taking setups that aren't part of my strategy, but like, that I have confidence in, because again, I don't really care about the account too much. So I ended up taking a couple trades throughout the day on the TradeAway, or on the Apex account. I took like multiple trades, but they weren't really part of my setup. But this one here kind of was, so I guess I'll go over this one as well. We had, I noticed that we almost happened to this order block, but we kind of retraced into this huge range up, and we had the lunch highs like perfectly aligned right under London highs. So this is, I think I did actually, yeah, I took a long here. Again, it wasn't like part of my actual setup. And then ended up taking profit here at the highs, and then once we had swept that high, that's when I wanted to see a rebalance lower, and ended up getting a 2 minute. There was a 3 minute. So again, if I was on live on my Express account or on a Topstep account, I wouldn't have taken this, but just because I was confident on it, plus again, I don't really care too much about the account, I was like, I'll take this 2 minute, we get the close, and that's exactly what we did, which by the way, I was targeting, I think it was, yeah, the 5 minute, the closest 5 minute. So let me turn off the session indicators again. So yeah, we swept the highs and then got that 2 minute close. Ended up just targeting the 5 minute for just a 1-to-1. It was like 13-ish points or something around that. Just taking that 5 minute low. And yeah, that's pretty much it for today. So again, kind of a little different video, just showing over the results from the Express, or the combine, and pass to get to the Express account, and then go over the trade, and then hopefully sometime early next week I'll kind of make a video going over the results, or kind of the process, I guess, for the passing of the 50K Apex account. Again, I'm only like 300 away from that. So now that I'm only 300 away from it, I'm probably just gonna stick to one mini, and then only like an A plus setup, because I should easily be able to get that account pass if I just take one more good trade. So yeah, that is it for today. I think. Oh, and then also quickly too, I was just gonna show kind of the results for the month of March, which again I've showed the month of February. My worst month so far of the year. Hopefully it stays like that. But after my worst month, instead of letting myself get down, I just, I learned from my mistake, or my mistakes, my mistake, whatever, and just realized, I need to lock back in. And obviously this month has gone a lot better. So yeah, that's pretty much it for today. And I'll see you guys hopefully sometime next week. Peace out.